Restaurant owners, thanks for joining me. Now, since the pandemic started, most likely lost in business. Some have lost more than others, but with online advertising on Facebook and Instagram and some other platforms, some of our clients have actually sustained business and actually have grown. We have one client that opened up a second location in Union, New Jersey, and we took it from $0 in online ordering to over $8,000 within 2 to 3 months of us advertising, which is amazing. During the pandemic, you're actually launching a second location and growing. Now, what we do is we take a few steps to help you get into online ordering and get you driving in new clients. All right, guys, so the first thing we do is we look at your website. We see if your website's mobile friendly. We see if you have tracking pixels already on your site. If you do, it's a huge plus because we can just segment your audiences and really get to work ASAP. If you don't, we have to make sure it's installed on your website. Next, we check what online ordering platforms you have. If you're using Grubhub, Uber Eats, that's perfectly fine, but we prefer to get a system on your website that does not make you pay a 20 to 30% commission, because at that point, we're gonna have to basically sell more in order to make your money back if that is the case, right? The goal here is to make you more money, not increase the commission you're paying to somebody else, obviously. Okay guys, now the next step is building your campaign. The very first thing we do is, again, we double check that you have a Facebook tracking pixel on your website. If you already have one, great. We can then start segmenting data, looking at it, creating new audiences so that we can look who we're advertising to. If you do not have one, we install it for you and start from, square one, which is not a problem because we'll be able to build these audiences quickly. Next, we look at your content that you already have. Everyone has an Instagram. Well, every restaurant should have an Instagram and a Facebook by now. Come on, guys. Now, we look at the data you have on there. Look at the pictures, the videos. If you have professional photography, if you have videos already taken, we ask for that content to be given to us, or we fish for it on your social media platforms, and we start just repurposing the content. Our internal team, we can create videos for you, we can modify videos, create motion graphics, and also the better the photography you have, the better for us to work with, and we can create carousel ads for you. Next is structurally creating your actual ad. We look for what keywords people are looking for, what cuisine you offer, what's going to entice them. And we also consult with you to see, what are your margins on your dishes, like how much money are you really making on these dishes, because we're going to ask for you to incentivize customers, give them a freebie, give them 10% off, create a family style package where they create bigger orders and they can actually get some kind of discount on it, because we want to grab them the first time. All right, give them that first time 10% off is a huge win, because you're getting to engage with your brand, engage with your audiences, activate that tracking pixel, and now you can advertise in it for up to a year, depending on what platform they came in from. That's the next step. All right, guys, step number 3 now. Now we actually launch your ads and start reviewing the campaign. You launch your ads to your initial audiences, give it a few days, see who's responding, why they're responding. Facebook will tell us how well the ads are performing, and then we're able to adjust regularly. Now, there's a few things that we do here in this first week process. We see who's responding, we see what kind of data we're generating, we're seeing the funnel people are following to get on your site, if they're dropping off and not going to your add to cart, right? If they're bouncing off your website and they're not actually converting and saying, we're gonna jump off the menu page and not click on the checkout now button or order now button, we're able to look at every stage of the online ordering process and see where people are falling off and readjusting, okay? Now we're also looking at other things like video view content, right? If people are watching 50% of your videos, we're able to take that data and create new audiences. These are called lookalike audiences. So those are just a few of the things that we're doing week 1, all right? Then week 2, into managing your campaign, we're now taking that data, creating new data, and creating more ads to new audiences, new people, so that we can regularly put your advertising in front of new people. Now what happens is we want the ideal customer to be narrowed down, right? We don't want to just show your ad to everyone that lives in a 5-mile radius. We want to say, hey, Facebook, let's run a second ad to everyone that actually clicked on the link and landed on my website and viewed my menu page, and put secondary ads in front of them. That way they're not just seeing one look, now they're seeing multiple looks on Facebook and Instagram, right? And then we can include other ads on Instagram stories. So we're just looking to see what the data gives us so we can now take better actions moving forward and advertise to them properly. Okay, so it's constant monitoring, fine-tuning, monitoring, fine-tuning. Every other day we have someone looking at your ads to making sure that we're trying to optimize for the best clientele and maximize your revenue and investment to get people to order. That's the goal. Okay guys, now the final step is week 3 and 4. We're reviewing your ads again, refining and fine-tuning. Now we'll start building the report, because the main goal for us as well is to show you the results, to educate you as to what's working and why it is working. Okay, so this is where we involve you in the process as well. We're going to show you how many clicks you got, how many people actually ordered from your site, how many people liked your Instagram pictures, and we show you ad by ad how many people are engaging with every single ad that we're running with every single audience we're advertising to. So this way, at the end of the month, we can review together and we can consult with you and say, hey, these are ads that are working the best, these are ads that are not performing. What new content do you have? What else can you give us? What else can we do? And what can we attract clients for the next month? And constantly fine-tune, fine-tune, fine-tune. And what we've seen is after 2 to 3 months, we're actually increasing business for clients consistently, right? The first month is mostly learnings. Month 2 now, the ads are running at full steam ahead and they're actually generating more business. So every month we should be seeing an incremental increase in revenue and online orders coming in and new clients and new business coming in. Okay, so that's the overall process. It's a little more engaging and detailed on our end, but we just can't give away the full sauce here, right? Okay guys, now after what I just showed you, do you think online advertising can help you grow your business and your brand? I do. And to be honest, you guys are already paying a commission fee to Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all these other platforms that are getting you business. But the main point here is you're not growing your brand, right? You're basically at the mercy of Grubhub, of Uber Eats, of all these other third-party platforms that have their clientele that's ordering from you, and they're basically making commission. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but you know what? If they decide to one day, hey, you know what, DoorDash doesn't exist, Grubhub doesn't exist, what are you going to do then? You have no data. You have no cult following of your restaurant, people that actually know your brand. So guys, let's test it out. Let's see if this works for you. I know it will, but it's up to you to decide, not me. So, click on the link below, schedule an appointment, let's chat. In the meantime, these little tacos here have been sitting here way too long. I gotta enjoy these. Let's chat soon, guys.